All right. What's going on, people? It is your boy Dragonfly Mace, and I am back with another recording here. First, I want to start the video off by saying I am not a financial advisor. I'm not an expert whatsoever. I'm just a guy that watches crypto. All right. So, since my last video, so much has happened in the market. It's been going crazy, right? And for some people, it has not been going the way that they wanted to go, or the way they expected it to go, right? Including myself, but that doesn't mean panic, right? We're in a weird space right now, but it's a lot of things that are happening, a lot of things in a mix. I don't want you all to panic. I don't want you all to think that this is the end, because this is not the end, right? I mean, there's still a lot of things happening, right? So I don't want to make this video long, but I just want to get straight to the point. So let's start out with looking at the market. Let's look at the charts right now. And we're going to just see what's going on. All right. So hold on one second. I'm going to come back to you guys. Okay. So looking at the XRP chart, we're on the 15 minute. Let's look at the 15-minute chart. I usually like to look at the 4-hour chart, but we're gonna look at the 15-minute chart, right? We're dropping, okay? But that does not mean panic, because we're still up compared to the last couple weeks. For the month of July, we're still up, but we're not up to the point where we went. Like, we shot up. Let's see here. Again, this is the 15-minute, but we shot up like to 360 from my understanding right here. Okay, here we go. Right here. We were here, right? 350, 358, right? 360. This is where we were. We were here July 21st, right? 364. Does that mean that that's it? No, it doesn't mean that that's it. Right now, we're kind of like in a weird space. We broke support, right? Support was here at 302. We may drop down. I'm pretty sure it's going to go under $3, probably in like the 290s. But that does not mean that it's over, guys. Like, we're still up. Look, right now it's at 399, 299, but we're still up. Still up. That doesn't mean panic. Don't panic. All right, let's look at the 4-hour chart. So right now with the 4-hour chart, we're trending down. The bears are getting what they wanted, but that's okay. That does not mean that it's over. Hang on, guys. Hang on to what you have. Don't panic. Don't sell. Don't think that this is the end. It's a crash. No, this is not the end. This is clearly market manipulation, because let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is also down. Jasmine, which I covered in one of my videos, Jasmine is also down. Everything is down, guys. Even when you look at futures, NAS 100, US 30, everything is down. And you know what, this is probably related to the fact that the rates didn't get cut. We were expecting the rates to cut, but they didn't get cut. But that's fine. I mean, again, there's only so long that the feds can keep the rates high. So they're saying that it's going to get cut in September. Will it get cut in September? I don't know, but we'll see. But according to Donald Trump, the U.S. president, the market is doing well, right? The country is doing well. We're receiving the tariffs. We're receiving payment from the tariffs. And we're receiving billions of dollars. So he said, right? But I don't know. But don't panic, guys. Don't panic. So let's see what's going on Twitter, because I like to watch Twitter and see what's going on. So we're gonna go to Twitter. All right. Hang on one second, guys. I'm gonna come back to you. Okay. So looking at Twitter, right? A couple things happened over the course of the week. Donald Trump has tweeted out The U.S. Crypto Reserve will elevate this critical industry after years of corrupt attacks by Biden administration, which is why my executive order on digital assets directed the Presidential Working Group to move forward on a crypto strategic reserve that includes XRP, Sol, and ADA, Cardano, right? I will make sure the U.S. is the I will make sure the U.S. is the crypto capital of the world. We are making America great again. All right, guys. So what Trump is saying here, Trump is saying that he wants to make sure America is the crypto capital of the world. So they're going full in on crypto, right? So again, why would you want to fade your XRP when you know that all this stuff is in the works, right? So hold on to your XRP. What's going to end up happening is you're going to sell, you're going to sell, and then crypto is going to shoot up. So just hold on, just, add more on these dips. These are dips. What did I say before? We eat chips with our dips. So make sure you're buying the dips, all right? So just hold. If your president is tweeting this, if your president is tweeting out this, that means hold, all right? Now, see, we'll go back up here. All right. So, the guys of EZA, they predict that XRP is going to go to $1,000. They said $1,000 by the year 2030. Now, right now we're in the year 2025. 5 years from now, I don't know how your life is right now or where your life is going to be, but what they're saying is they believe by the year 2025, XRP is going to hit $1,000, right? So, what that means, let's think about this for a second. If they are predicting XRP is going to hit $1,000 by 2030, right? You gotta go past other numbers first before you hit 1,000. So that means you gotta hit 100, you gotta hit 200, you gotta hit 300, you gotta hit 500, you gotta hit 700, you gotta hit 800, and so forth, right? So what they're saying is they believe that XRP is going to hit $1,000. So that means hold it. This is a long-term thing. This is not something that you just buy it and expect to get rich quick, right? So let's play the shorter version of this video.
Really sort of diligent about getting tons of different licenses all across the world to actually make sure that they are positioned to own the space when the institutions actually come into blockchain, into crypto, which they're already starting to do with stablecoins. That's obviously a huge use case, and Ripple has their own RLUSD stablecoin, which is awesome, and we've already started educating our community on them. And ultimately for us, we're just super bullish on the mission, what they're doing already in terms of, bringing all these big institutions. Hidden Road acquisition, for example, is a great example of how they're going to actually be utilizing the XRP ledger in the real world, settling trades, etc., much faster, cheaper than otherwise would be possible. And then obviously also international money payments. All of those different aspects really make it one of the formative companies of the next decade, in our opinion. And I know a lot of people have been asking for my price targets on XRP. And I think this is the first time I'll say it, but I think XRP is heading to $1,000 by 2030. So for me, it's, a super important project, and actually probably one of the most important projects out there at the moment.
Okay, guys. So you heard it here. I mean, I'm sure most of you have seen this video already, but what he's saying is XRP is going to hit $1,000 by the year 2030, and he believes that this project is important. So what that means is it's important, right, guys? So just hold on to what you got, man. Don't panic, don't sell, relax, calm down. Right now, I mean, it's dropping, but I don't see it dropping back to the price it was 2 or 3 weeks ago. I think it's gonna probably fall under $3 but I don't think it's going to go back to 222. And if it does go back to 222, that's a blessing because you can buy more. So what we're looking at, right? We're looking at these. We're looking at the rates not being changed, which gives you a little bit more time to invest more into cryptocurrency, and it gives you more time to hold, right? Also, the crypto report was dropped by the White House, so I'm not going to really go too much into it, but I know Ripple was mentioned in the report. Now, a lot of people are saying, "Oh, XRP was mentioned. Oh, Adara was mentioned. All these cryptocurrencies were mentioned," but not necessarily. They didn't really go too much into like the smaller projects. They did mention Bitcoin, and they just basically gave a background on cryptocurrency, right? So let me pull up the report. Okay, so here is the crypto report that was put out by the White House. It is a 166 page document, right? So basically, the White House is basically just saying, okay, um, they're touching on the digital asset ecosystem, digital asset market structure, banking and digital assets, stable coins and payments, counter illicit finance, taxation, all of that good stuff, right? And anybody, you all can access this document. I'll put it in the link below and you can read through it. Or what you can do is take this document and upload it to GBT, whatever. And you can get like a basic summary of what it is, which I did. I mean, but I read through it a little bit. But what people were saying, like, oh my God, they're making a big deal out of it. Oh my God, they mentioned Ripple, they mentioned XRP. Yeah, I mean, briefly. Here, I'll pull up what they were saying here. Let me turn this around. So, yeah, Ripple is mentioned, but it's basically giving like a little history. Ripple is right here, okay? And it's basically just giving like a history of it. From 2011 to 2013, first trading. The early years, Bitcoin undergoes the first bubble. Euromanian, protesters fundraise with Bitcoin. First altcoins appear. Bitcoin miners add GPUs and then FPGAs. And the first ASICs in 2030. This is 13. They just give a basic history. It's not really much mentioned about Ripple, but it is good to see that it's here, right? And it is on the radar. All right, so let me come back to you guys. All right. So throughout all this, what does all this mean? All this means is just what I've been saying for the longest. Just hold, relax, don't panic. Yeah, whatever you got, hold on to it, keep adding if you can. We have a long road, but that doesn't mean that this is it for us. We have a long road. Just hold on to what you have, keep adding if you can. It's still cheap. It's still cheap. Even though it's in the $3 range, it's still cheap. Just keep buying, keep holding. There's gonna come a point where you can't afford it anymore. I looked to see how much 25 XRPs were to buy 25 tokens, right? It's almost over $100 to buy 25, right? Think about that. Just a couple months ago, 25 was like $50. And then months before that, 25 was like 10 something bucks, right? So just keep adding, man. Keep adding. Understand that this is going to change. This is your second chance at it. If you miss Bitcoin, this is your second chance. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I think this video was too long. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend and I hope you all had a wonderful week. Please keep the likes coming, keep the subscribers coming. You guys motivate me and keep me going on this. I'm sorry I've been a little absent. I've been busy with work and travel, but I'm back now. My sound is gonna get a little bit better. I invested in some equipment, so I'll be able to talk more clearly. It won't be an echo. But anyway, all right, I'm out, guys. Peace.